Hi, my name is Sandra Morris. Good evening. I just wanted to come to talk to you today concerning genetically engineered foods. Could you do me a favor and just close your eyes for a brief second? And I want you to think about the foods that you eat. Do you ever think about where it comes from, what ingredients are in it, or how it will make you feel after you eat it? Just think about that for a brief second. Now open your eyes. Well, I had come into a situation where I had bought some food, bought a cereal, and it didn't taste the same. So I just done a brief look of the ingredients, and it showed that it was genetically engineered products. It didn't say what the product was. So it made me want to kind of do some research and see what was further going on, because I'm sure that wasn't the only situation. So today I want to talk to you about what genetically engineered foods are, the risk of eating genetically engineered foods, and the harm it could cause to the animals and the environment. Well, first, I want to show you what genetically engineered foods are. Genetically engineered foods are foods derived from organisms whose genetic material, or DNA, has been modified in a way that does not occur naturally through the introduction of a gene from a different organism. This creates combinations of plant, animal, bacterial, and virus genes that do not occur in nature or through the original method. I wanted to make that clear. As far as the AFN, which is the Assembly of First Nation is an environmental stewardship. And they stated that genetically engineered or modified foods, they cause allergic reactions. So the allergic reactions are what they were saying that one of the main issues was that it caused allergic reactions, and that, highly allergic foods that cause a highly allergic reaction. And the greater exposure to false chemicals, the greater threat to human health. So that is the key. It's the greater risk to human health. Also, I would like to point out the toxicity. The toxicity. Inserting genes into the cell of another plant or another animal has a high risk of toxicity. Each genetic cassette being engineered into foods contains a number of novel proteins in the form of altered genes, altered bacteria, altered viruses, promotes maker systems, and vector. Well, when I looked up the definition of vector, the definition was an organism typically of a biting insect or animal that transmits a disease or parasite from one animal or plant to another. So these things can also transpire by toxicities and allergies going from one plant or one animal or one cell to the other. I also wanted to pinpoint the harmful things that it could bring to our animals, to the environment, that they can cause. The WHO, which is the World Health Organization, states that some issues about environmental risk caused by genetically engineered or genetically modified foods, that these issues concerns include the capability of genetically modified food to escape and potentially introduce engineered genes into the wild. So you're talking about animals upon animals dealing with certain harmful things going on into their bodies, and it transferring from one thing or one person to the other. So my question to you is, from this day forward, what are you going to do? We just can't pick up food and just eat it like there's nothing going on, because we all know that there's a difference. There has been a change. There's a change there. So we have children, we have grandchildren, we have grandparents, we have aunts and uncles and family members that we hold and that we love dear. So we have to pay attention. It's coming down to where you're going to have to grow your own foods. At least you know what's in what you plant and how you plant it. So in my conclusion, and in my opinion, genetically engineered or modified foods are very risky concerning everything and everyone. This is nothing that should be passively just brushed under the rug and nothing dealt with. People need to be aware that their very life is at risk, but not only your individual life, but also the lives of all your loved ones. We also have to consider the environment as a whole. As a whole, technology has made our lives easier. Granted, it has in some areas, but there is also a limit. There are some lines that should not, in no wise, be crossed. I believe in the beginning and back to the basics. Everything natural. The next time you desire to eat a breakfast or eat lunch or eat a snack, try to be as natural as possible because it feels good to be healthy. Thank you.